Well, Dave's joined us now, so we have an embarrassment of riches in terms of councillors. We've all read the minutes.
Yes.
Yes,
Sunday afternoon. No.
100%.
You can start with anyone. It's half past.
Who was on line?
Just Dave.
Well, hi Dave.
Hello, everybody.
We are quorate, so that's good. Okay, welcome everybody, and thank you for those people who are here and not watching the football, or practicing singing. That one's allowed now. Do you have any declarations of interest? No, thank you. Public participation. We don't have any members of the public here. So item 4, which is minutes and matters arising from the previous one. So minutes, I take it everybody has read the minutes.
Yeah.
Anything anybody wanted to raise from accuracy point of view?
No, I'm happy to declare them propose that they're taken as a true record.
Thank you, Alison.
Second.
Seconded by Richard. All those in favour?
Yeah.
Matters arising from the minutes, you'll see the action plan. And the majority of these were further discussed at full council and agreed. I think there was any, wasn't agreed, so. Evening, Carol.
Evening, everybody.
Well, we just done the minutes, and we're now on the matters arising.
Thank you.
Unless you've got any issues in the matters arising, Carol? We're
No, not at the moment, no.
noting those, aren't they?
But I would like to say, I'd like to leave at 10 to 8 if it's okay, please.
That's fine, Carol.
I think we'll be done by then, Carol.
Yeah, we're
Hopefully. Thank you.
I think you've got the right groups of people to be done by. Okay, moving on to item 5, business planning and financial matters. So we have 5.1, which are the council accounts, which appendix C and D.
I'd just like to comment again on the fact that we are on this trajectory to stability, and thank you, Richard. I know you'll say it's your team,
No, it's fine.
but you're leading the team.
Yeah, it's do you know what? It's getting a bit. I don't want to say precarious. It's not precarious. There's over 150,000 in the savings, but we get to the point where there's a few larger bills that need.
Yeah.
Where this quarter is always challenging because you get all the bills at the start of the financial year that need to be paid, and then you have to wait until August for the preset. But I'm confident there's enough to pay everything we need to do. So
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's August we get the preset.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 32 or 31st, which means that staff pay has to be taken into consideration now as opposed to because we can't.
And of course, we don't have a meeting in August.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I'm just thinking about cash flow.
Mm-hmm.
So appendix D, so I've certainly gone through them, and you'd be very pleased. I got nothing ringing.
Oh wow!
I know. I went through twice because I thought there must be something, but no,
Couldn't find anything out.
Oh really? Oh blind. Okay.
Anybody got any things they'd like to note in the accounts?
No. Maybe we just brought them all up last time.
We did bring a number.
We did, didn't we? Yes.
There's a few. We've had the store of the photocopier. Lease. We've had our telephone mass rental for the quarter. With various income.
But those were things that you had mentioned informally before.
Yeah.
So we've got nothing.
No, I think there is one issue that keeps coming up and it's boggling me slightly. It's HMRC.
Yes,
We seem to be over budget where we should be, but looking at the budget, it's not, I can't find where it would be wrong. Because we budget based on what we know we're gonna pay in HMRC with the 4% pay rise we've had on it. I think what's happened is when we do, so basically, for HMRC purposes, it should just be employers' national insurance. But I'm pretty sure employee national insurance has been coded to it as well. And that should go under staff salaries because it's something that we retain and they say it. So I need to do some work to move April to May around, but June and July should be right now. But
right,
there's a few of them that just look, you know, the percentages,
yes.
because they
it
should
looks
just be
fine.
about 30%.
Yeah.
Or 33% because we're 33 months in.
Because I know in previous years, we've been
But the ops team is slightly higher. But it's
budgeting
good
for HMRC, it's been a.
yeah, it is a difficult one, but this year I was hoping it would be nailed down, but ops stream is always difficult because they're overtime. It's hard to budget
Yeah.
for overtime.
Yeah,
isn't it? But the rest is, I think they're all in the right place.
Chair,
Right,
could I just,
Dave's got his hand up.
So Richard?
could I just ask a question on legal fees, because we've virtually spent all the budget there.
Yeah.
Is that on one particular unexpected item?
Yes, that's the abortive costs for the auction.
The abortive costs of the auction, okay.
Now that budget was earmarked for the legal fees that we're doing over the lease, which is confidential, of course, but over the ground next to the youth centre. And I know that should be that amount. But and we've also got now legal fees of this building's deeds as well. So there's a few that will come.
So we're likely to overspend
Yes.
on that budget head.
It's quite funny,
due
because
to
in the
unforeseen
budget discussions, there were some people, so why have we got that?
Sorry, right.
Yes,
So in budget discussions, there was somebody questioned why we have that.
why we've
We
got
don't usually.
line at all.
Right.
Well, that budget never existed before this year.
Well, there we are.
And we used to spend loads on legal
Yeah,
fees.
yeah.
We're heading in other places.
Yeah, I just think we need to be conscious of
Yes.
Yeah.
there will be those.
overspending.
All right.
Oh, sorry, David. I have to look at this computer because it doesn't show on.
Thank you, Chair. I'm also happy with the work of our RFO. Can't see any irregularities, and I'm happy to propose we accept appendices C and D if no one else has anything to contribute.
The only other thing I'd say is cleaning fees,
Which is.
Yeah.
which is on the agenda
Yes.
later, but I'll explain later.
Okay, so David proposed that we
I'll
accept
second.
those.
Yeah.
Anderson will second it. All those in favour?
Hands up.
That's everything. Trying to get my agenda separate. Turn. Okay, so we'll move on to 5.2, which is the payment of invoices for July. And that is appendix A.
I've got,
Sorry, bear with me.
yeah, so jump the gun.
You had a question, Alison?
Yes, on page 6, please, top of page 6, Lloyds Bank charges. And they seem extremely high to me. I wondered whether there was a reason why, but I would also like to ask whether we can have our bank on the agenda in the future to discuss our choice of bank.
This is the £53.
Yes,
Yeah.
53.44 in bank charges.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why they're so high?
Don't know. They get taken out by direct debit, so I see it go out and I see service charge, and I know that's it.
But it does seem extremely
Yeah.
high. And so I wonder whether we could have it on an agenda as an item for us to consider where we should bank.
Yeah.
Because we do seem to be not getting any interest and paying an enormous amount of charges.
Yeah, we only get interest on our savings account,
Yes, yes,
which isn't great.
no.
Yeah.
Can I just ask on that, is that 53.44 a month, or is that order,
Yeah, then it fluctuates
depending on a
depending on, I think, how
Yeah.
many transactions there are or something. It's around that figure-ish per month though.
It's
Yeah.
because we're charged per transaction.
Yeah.
We've got about, is it £500 a year, I think, in the budget for?
I know that Lloyd's are doing it with all members.
Yes, they are. Yeah, they are.
I've seen the same.
But I know what Alison means. We had a very good presentation in the conference from Unity, who are well used by councils across UK who pay interest.
Yeah.
as opposed to fees.
And there are other banks,
Yeah,
you
for
know,
sure.
we've
That's
been
what we
wedded
should-
to a bank,
yeah.
which I mean, the logic of those members that were really pushing for it to stay with Lloyd's was it was our high street bank. And I think that the loyalty that any of the high street banks have shown to their customers is questionable, and I'm not quite sure why we would be using our residents' money to support a bank.
I thought we looked at Unity Bank before.
I don't think so. And there was a very strong lobby from a few people
I do
that we
remember
should
that,
bank
yes.
with Lloyd's.
We'll put that on the
Woodville, yeah.
agenda.
Yes, thank you, thank you. So, I mean, yes, we paid, I realise we've got to, it's just that it's a lot of money and I'd be very happy if we weren't.
Yeah.
Any other queries about the payment schedule? David?
Just quickly on that note, I am aware that Nationwide, of course, building society, not a bank, have just taken over Virgin Money and are looking to soon, if not already, provide business banking. I'm not sure if that's something that we would potentially consider investigating, as they are known to value their customers and provide customer service that's relatively good, being owned by their customers. Although obviously they don't have a high street presence in Welshpool, they have maintained their high street presence in the constituency, at least, unlike some.
I think the difficulty with banks is that we require that triple authorization block that sometimes they don't offer. But we'll put on agenda and we'll think about it.
I think the other thing that is worth considering when we're doing that is to also look at the ethics of the bank.
Yeah.
Because of our environmental policies and our other policies. Yeah.
Social value policy.
Yeah.
Just as what's in the procurement policy around.
Yes.
We don't have social value.
Certainly, where I worked last, we were doing a financing exercise, and one of the, we could get better rates if we had
Yeah.
social value policy, which is why we ended up in social value policy.
We're a pretty social valuable company.
Mhm.
Provide services and stuff, so
Yeah.
it's ingrained in our jobs anyway.
I'm happy to propose.
Just the one I brought to your attention is you'll note that we've now had our bills and mortgage bails for 2023 and 2024.
I know,
Okay.
I did note how high the
For
22-23 was, but I remember that there were an awful lot of questions, and I do accept that they had to do an awful lot of work for us. But I do think something that we need to continue to be, I say complaining about, but you know what I mean, is the fact that if they are late, so if they don't do your 25-26 in 26-27, but are delayed because of their staffing issues, and it ends up going into 27-28, we have to pay the 27-28 rate, not the 26-27 rate.
Yeah.
And as they are public sector, they have a nice hefty increase very regularly. So I think that that is something that we need to constantly point out and note, complain about whatever the word is, but I think we need to do it.
Well, let's hope they catch up and stay caught up.
Well, it seems to be when they're short of staff, we suffer.
Yeah. Pass on then, so.
And to be fair, when they were doing 22-23 in 24-25, in 23-24, you're 24-25, you're
Fine.
the staff were even different. They were trying to,
Yeah.
you know, it was things they knew nothing about.
Oh yeah, we've had a new staff.
It's been dreadful.
All the time.
Yes.
They have to start from scratch and go back again.
Yeah. Yes.
Won't take it, thank you. Okay,
So I
so
went to car park.
does somebody want to propose?
Yeah.
Alison is proposing this will go to full council anyway.
Hands up.
Okay, Phil isn't here, Phil Owen, so he won't be able to report.
No, and he hasn't done them anyway.
Pardon?
He hasn't done them
Oh, he
anyway.
hasn't done it yet.
Sonia's been chasing him, but to no response.
So we're-
But she spoke to him earlier today, and thanks him do it tomorrow. So at least we'll have them for full council.
Yeah.
I think they've been away on holiday.
Well, we was in Turkey last month.
Oh,
well, I managed to do it the day I
I
came
know.
back off holiday.
But you're so good.
Sometimes full council coming up.
Yes.
I'll put people into it. Okay, 5.5 is budget variance, and there is a report from.
Oh, you missed 5.4.
Could I just ask, where we've got scrutiny
sorry.
of payments, do we need to plan people for the following months? Or we,
Done.
is that done?
No, what we could do, so Richard is doing it in August.
Right,
I'm doing July.
You're doing July and August, but we need someone to do August and September. And of course, we need to appoint someone at this meeting for that, because we won't be able to do it in.
right, I'm happy to do it.
Which one would you like to do, Alison, the first or second?
No, she'll have to do,
Oh,
she can't do September and October because she's a bank signatory, so it has to be August and September.
so I do August and September.
No, you do.
Yeah, I do August in
In
September,
September.
yes.
And
Yes.
Richard does July in August.
And why am I allowed to do that even though I'm a bank signatory?
So, Mark, yes, we are allowed.
Oh, yes. How you do July?
Oh, now you.
Just totally different.
I don't know, because June is the quarter. That's why Phil's doing June. Because July's not a quarter month. It's
So
only,
we're-
yeah, it's only on the third month. You can't do
Okay.
it.
Okay,
So if Alison,
Yeah.
that's August and September.
Yeah.
And do we need someone for September, or will that have to be a non-bank signature?
It will need to be a non-signatory who does it in October for September. But you can appoint that in September if you want
Yeah.
to.
Do you need a non-signatory doing it once a quarter?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
what what time of the month do you like it done? Presumably not on the 1st of September.
No, because
When,
we need to.
no, you
bank
need
it
to
first.
bank it,
And
so when do you want?
Sonia would like you to do it by the finance, committee,
By the finance committee,
but preferably not the first week of the month, because that's when I do. the
okay,
month change.
so what days does she work?
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Tuesday, Wednesday,
She
Thursday,
will, after the name is given, she'll contact you.
right, so I'll aim to do it 9th of September.
Yeah, middle week is a good.
Yeah.
And then in
Thank you.
September, we'll appoint.
Right, okay,
Are you happy that Alison does, you have to vote?
Yes. Everybody happy that Alison does August and September?
Agreed?
Hands up.
Everybody
I'll
happy?
be voting on that.
yeah. I suppose I would vote on it, can't I?
Yeah.
You can vote for yourself, yes, yeah. Okay, so moving on to this. That's it, interim strategic action plan. Has everybody read through that?
Yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to highlight, Richard?
Newsletters on the agenda, so we'll discuss it then.
Yeah.
Just to say that we have won an award for some of the elements on here. Or highly commended for some of the elements on here, so well done to you.
And well done to you. we just noting that.
Yeah. That's it.
Now we move on to budget environments, which is appendix F. No, it isn't.
There's no,
It's a report.
no, there's no report.
There's no report.
It's just.
No.
It's on
It's
the
on the
agenda.
agenda.
My question is, why are we using so much cleaning materials?
We've had more bookings in the town hall and people have been using more. I think this is the difficulty. They are demand driven budgets. So they are responsive to the demand that we have in bookings, in people using the town hall, people using our public toilets. They are a difficult art to budget for. Last year they were somewhat softened because you had agency staff who were paid out the same budget line. So the budget lines were like £10,000, so you wouldn't see any smaller spends in there. And the stuff we're buying is bulk. We try and keep the cost down as much as we can. We get it from the board of janitorial. But as you can see on the payment schedule, I think last one we did was £170. They just, and when there's only £500 in the budget,
Yeah.
5 orders and you're done. There just seems to be a lot more events happening in the town hall than people.
When, if it's okay with you.
Yeah.
When I next do the scrutiny of payments, I will focus on cleaning materials. Only just, put my mind at rest.
Yeah.
So presumably we've got an increased income from bookings
Yes.
to offset that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We have
Bookings have gone up a lot,
in the bookings. If you look at the town hall bookings, it's much higher than it was last year at this
Yeah.
period. But again, that means you have to spend more. It's not just pure profit. It'd be nice if it was.
How often do you look at different suppliers for the? I mean, I was only thinking,
I don't know.
I was only thinking that last year at the One Voice Wales conference, there was a company there that specifically they had certain environmental credentials. They supply to Paris and they did a special deal for councils. And particularly as Paris, our main local authority did. And I can't remember what they were called now, but we did have the name of them.
Yeah.
I remember passing it to me, but
I honestly, I think we probably used the ones we used for a long time.
yeah, I mean, it might be worth just looking at that company, but I can't remember what they were called. I remember they gave me a free roll of toilet paper.
And I know we're not talking about
You
huge
declare it in your
No,
bid.
No, I didn't declare it as a gift.
it's only over a certain amount.
Oh,
I don't
only
think
one
toilet
roll.
roll was over a certain amount. Yeah, you never know.
no,
And the other one is the general reserve repairs and maintenance town hall.
Yeah.
What was the electric one?
That was at the last ops meeting, they agreed a quotation to fix. So a couple of years ago, when a fixed electrical test was done, and a number of C1 risks were identified that need to be fixed urgently. However, the advice I've been given is at the time it was decided to pause those until the town hall transformation project had known what was happening with the building. However, the C1 risks again have been identified in our fire risk assessment and do need to be done urgently. It cannot wait. It is a replacement distribution board in the assembly room. So there were 3 quotes presented to council, and they selected the electrician that we usually used. We didn't know the names, but they just selected the cheapest quote. That was for 4,500, but there isn't enough in the budget in town hall repairs to cover that. And seeing as the work is one-off exceptional, it would seem prudent to get that from the general reserve instead of.
I know we were talking about fire safety at the health and safety meeting today, that electrical repair work is probably more likely to
Yes,
happen
of course it is.
than.
yeah,
Yeah. So I was just agreeing. Austin Development requested the environment as part of their resolution.
You need a resolution.
Yes, to go to account.
yeah, I propose it.
Thank you, Alison. Thank you, Richard. All those in favour?
Hands up.
But I will certainly ask the ops manager about the purchasing of the equipment. Looking back here, we've only ever used it.
Yeah,
And you know, toilet roll is £15 for 40 sheet, 40 pack. We buy 3 packs at a time, you know, we're not trying to bulk as we can.
Very cheap.
And it's, you know, it's hand towel as well. The last bill we had was the same jumbo toilet rolls for the public toilets, and then smaller toilet rolls for the town hall elements. It's just the quantity we're buying.
I'm just a little bit concerned because our toilets are open, that people might be going in and sucking their covers with our toilet waste.
Yes, they are, well, we do know that somebody was doing this.
Oh, yeah.
We do know. I think the other thing is that rather than filling the soap machines, you know, the soap dispensers in the loo, we've got one there to take home with you.
Oh, sure.
You know, why not fill the dispenser? It's much cheaper.
We do fill the dispensers.
I don't
Yeah,
think.
you know, pink hand soap, 5 litre jerry cans. Yeah, they
Well, they're not filling the dispenser, I don't think. I think they're filling
They are.
napkin.
Yeah, they are using the bottle.
There's a bottle. They're not filling the dispensers.
Okay, oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think we need things that
We did
can't
have
be.
a individual that was quite
Yes.
good at
Yes,
sucking her
Yeah.
bathroom.
Sure.
She doesn't attend anymore.
no. But you can't keep your eye on everybody.
You can't, no. you
But
can't.
also you can't legislate for that.
No, you can't. But if the thing's fixed to the wall,
Yeah, no, I mean toilet bowl, you can't.
no, you can't. No, we're not saying don't use as much. We're saying don't take the roll.
I haven't noticed that there are sort of a number of toilet rolls. There's usually just one or maybe 2.
But if, you know, we just need to wash her. We're not here to
No,
spice toilet
I'm
rolls.
a suspicious person.
Yeah.
So we've done budget balance. 5.6, summary recess to consider delegating approval to the town clerk to pay urgent or contractual payments during the council summer recess. I'm happy to propose that we do that.
And I'm
Same
happy to
wording
second
as
it.
that,
It is.
The copy
Yeah,
of the word.
Alison second.
Yeah.
All those in favour?
Hands up.
Thank you. Thanks, Dave. Okay, item 6.1 is digital engagement report. Which is great, we're still increasing stuff.
Yeah.
The one thing I did mention, I can't remember which meeting it was whether or not we could access number of negative comments.
It depends if they're posted on our stuff or not.
Yeah.
If they're on our stuff, then yes, but it requires manually going through every post to work out what negative post comments are. But look, a lot of them.
Discuss about my Welshpool and whether they held any statistics on.
They don't, only what you can publicly see as well. But what we do now is that we have started commenting back to those people on my Welshpool and our posts who are just grossly misinformed.
Yeah.
A lot of our negative posts are because
Richard-
people are so uninformed. And Richard's a very good scholar.
Yeah.
Correct me. Thank you, Richard. Saves me doing it. 'Cause I have to be diplomatic in my response. You can be, you're an individual, you can say what you
On
want.
holiday, it was reported that somebody was complaining that we were going to spend 83 billion pounds.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you did a very good reply.
Yes.
Yes, but again, as you can see there, the highest post we've had, the Continental Market,
Yeah.
Pride in Place, the voucher scheme,
Mm.
and the fact that we're hiring, so, you know, it's all been good design. Unfortunately, negativity does fill social media, but where we can combat misinformation, we do.
Sorry, there's only that in Newtown, Open Newtown get negative comments, and one of their trustees, one of their board, actually trawled back over all of the negative comments, and he found that it was 7 people.
Yeah.
And I think
The
that
same.
yes, the same. That's it. Just 7 people.
Oh, I
have-
can
and I think that that's
work out the same for
Yes.
people.
Yes.
Just
So I personally think that negative comments put on social media, you ignore, and negative comments that are put I don't mean ignore and not respond, but not worry about them. But I think that negative comments that come in to you,
Oh, we do respond.
obviously, we take those seriously because somebody is concerned enough to do
Yes,
something.
yeah, we do think.
But I think they're very different.
We don't
The-
get that.
The thing that I wanted to ask was the right website performance item 3, paragraph 3, subparagraph 2. In summary, there were 3,900 minus 43.5% active users with plus 38% page views. I just wondered whether the reason why the active users had gone down was because the people who were active users were learning how the website was now. So they were spending a lot of time trawling and looking at things, whereas now they know where everything is, they'll pop in, look at something and leave.
Yeah, quite possibly.
You
For
know,
me, the real metric is the page views as opposed to
exactly.
views.
Yes.
But
yeah.
it's an interesting one that's just checked us.
I mean, I think it's probably that the website's now worth looking at, but you have to spend a bit of time learning where to look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if anyone's got any suggestions for improvement in navigation, let us know.
No.
We've now got a nice countdown timer for how many days to go to
Oh.
Tour de France. Same as the county council.
There is a,
Down to my birthday as well.
there's a Facebook group or page,
A group called
Called
Town Council News.
Welshpool Town Council News.
Yeah.
We have no control over it. Do we know who does?
I
Yes,
think we can guess.
he appears second on that list over there.
Robert Robinson.
Okay,
But I don't think his account is active, as in the account
There's
that
nothing-
it's used
Is
to
it-
set up.
have we
Exists.
approached him to
No, because
hand
the
over
account.
control to us?
No, because I don't think his account actually is active.
Is that under town clerks and this?
No,
No?
it's there is another admin on the group. But we could contact.
I mean, I've seen people innocently post there
Yeah, I
thinking
know.
it's something to do with us. And they must think, well, no, they're not bothering to listen to me kind of thing.
There's 3 admins on there. 2 admins, 3 admins. I could message all of them and ask them to at least add us as admin, so then we can manage it.
Yeah. If it could be removed, I think it would be.
Well, yeah, I would much rather see it removed, because it has.
It's quite hard, isn't it, to remove things?
It is,
It has
I've
1.6
had a
1.6
similar
members.
problem to this on a completely different.
1,000 members, so
Facebook group.
it's not a small group, but we know that our main group in Welshpool is the community. Yes. You still don't have them.
Sorry,
You still don't have them about them.
I couldn't possibly comment.
There's what's called moaning part as well.
Yeah, well, that's nothing to do with us, the main part.
Well, we've not.
My brother's a regular visitor.
Not generally.
Okay, any other comments about the digital
No.
engagement?
Thank you, it's really useful being able to see this.
Boris, this is I think our 5th one now. We're our Instagram now because they automatically post on the same. I see an increase in views. I think we've discussed TikTok before, and I think it was a no, wasn't it? So we'll continue with the no. Okay.
Are we on, sorry,
Instagram. Yeah.
yeah, are we on X?
No,
No.
Good,
I think we discussed that last time as well.
yeah.
There's another one that young people use, and I can't remember what it's called now.
TikTok.
No. Instagram and something else.
TikTok.
No. It's something else. I can't think what it is.
The difficulty we have.
Instagram.
No, it's
The difficulty we have.
Snapchat.
Snapchat.
Yeah, it's not.
Is it not?
It's not for us.
No.
Okay.
It's person to person.
Okay.
The difficulty we
Goes
have
quickly.
is that Facebook used to be for a younger audience.
Yes.
Now it is not anymore.
No.
So
Younger people are on it, but it's not their favourite.
no, but there was a very interesting article done for BBC. Were doing some research around the elections, and it was saying there's something like 80-something% of people saw their news on social media.
Yes. Yes.
So it is a platform that we have to continue to use
Yeah.
to just let people know what we're doing.
Yes.
Because people aren't using traditional news media like they are. But to be fair, my Welshpool bucks the trend in that. But I did see a comment last night at the carnival meeting of why didn't we advertise in the County Times? Well, because I think they require us to give over our mortgage to pay for an advert in the County Times, and it was in the County Times as an article as opposed to an ad. Yes, but
with the cost.
it's still interesting that people still, County Times clearly still has an edge that we have to.
How, the County Times,
Yes.
Don't think so.
I don't look at it.
Unfortunately, because we are a
online,
we are a statutory authority, or if we have to put certain notices in, we have to use a newspaper. And they are the only ones that circulate in this area, so we have to use them.
I might borrow Bill's County
Copy,
Times
okay.
on a Thursday and scan through. It takes about 2 minutes. Okay, we only need to note that down.
Yeah.
So the newsletter, 6.2.
Yeah, so instead of, so there was some, if you remember last time I did the newsletter, there was a lot of queries about door-to-door drop, and we said we were going to do 2, but to be fair, the pre-election period came along, it's pushed us back slightly, so instead of waiting to do another second one, I thought let's get a quote and show you what the cost would be as opposed to print and door-to-door or direct mail and print and direct mail. You've got the quote before you. It's incredibly expensive to do direct mail.
But when you think that
it is what it is.
the cost of the mail, I know it's cheaper to do direct mailing than just putting the stamp on it, but it is expensive.
Yeah,
However,
and I think our budget is something like 3,000. So
somebody
I wouldn't want to spend the entire year's budget of newsletters on one newsletter.
somebody, and I can't remember who it was, tried to explain to me why some people get 3 copies of something and some people don't get anything. It's all to do with the other mail that you have.
Sure.
And even if you pay for everybody in Welshpool to get it, you're not guaranteed that everybody in Welshpool will get
The
it.
postman isn't going to walk to your door
Yeah.
with just the free thing for you. They'll only walk to your door if they've got something, if they've got a letter to deliver with it. Basically, I think that's the answer.
But that's where the beauty of direct mail comes in, because
Yes, they've got to walk to your door.
Except now they don't. Now you will only get mail on second class mail on alternate days,
yes,
and you won't get any at the weekend. So it's a much worse service again, although the price has gone up again.
I don't care about that, because if it's second class mail, it can't be that important. So
No,
long as I know I'm going to get them these days, then that's fine.
But no, but I mean, the point is that, you know, the price has gone up yet again, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It is getting more and more
we send all
expensive.
our council letters at Colony, which is even slower than second class,
Yeah.
it's cheaper, and massively cheaper. Actually, the price of that's gone down.
Yeah. So
really, it's the quote, you've got two quotes. You've got print and direct mail, which is 2,900 plus 97 plus 527.
Yeah.
Or you've got just print, and then door to door is £200, so it's 399 plus 200.
I didn't understand this. The second quote that goes over the 2 pages.
Yes.
Why is that 399? Because it's only 1,500.
Yes.
Whereas the other one is 2,898.
I'll explain why. So when we do door to door, we can only send to a postcode vector. So that's SY217, 8 or 9. You can send to 7, 8, and 9, but of course our boundary isn't. Our boundary is 7, 8, and 9.
Okay,
But I'm a 9 in London,
right,
so
Yeah.
you're gonna pay to send to me.
right.
They don't match the boundary to the boundary,
no.
whereas the direct mail is the number of addresses on the electoral register for our community. So the 1,500 is SY217 postcode vector, which is the town centre. And you're 7, aren't you?
Yeah.
To be fair, most people are for 7. It's the pool keys. It's those type of people that will miss them.
Is there, noting that, is there a way? The trouble is, they didn't even do SY7 properly.
No, they don't.
Most of us didn't get it.
So to explain, SY7 has got 987 people in it, but we buy more because we've got hard copies then
Yeah.
in the TIC and stuff to give out.
I mean, I still wonder whether we could ask the Scouts or the CCF, whether they would do it and us pay them. Because actually, I would be very happy to pay them the £200 to deliver them. And I mean, I'd be happy to pay them, you know, a bit more than that if I thought everybody was going to get it. It's still a bargain. I mean, if they were able to make, if we do it, we want to do it 4 times a year.
Two times a year.
Twice a year. So, I mean, if we were able to say to them that we were going to pay them, there are how many houses again within the wards, do you reckon? You reckon 1,500?
No, in our community as total is about 2,800 properties.
2,800. Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Right, 2,800 properties in our community.
In our community.
I mean, I
The
wonder,
breakdown of that is
yes,
if there's a higher amount, I think in Shalaffiddle,
yes.
there's probably more people in Oldford, but less individual property.
I mean, I wonder whether, I mean, you know, I'm just checking. It's between,
We are street, so
yes, we are. But I mean, I just wonder what, a slightly higher amount to a local voluntary group of young people, I think would be more reliable. We could pay them a higher amount to deliver them all. And I think that the residents of the town, who are actually in a way paying part of this from their precept, would actually much more appreciate that money going into a local community group than two things, an unreliable service that we know has failed to deliver, and also that the money doesn't stay locally.
Is the direct mail post office would still be delivered present?
yes. However, they're addressed and enveloped and stitched by a local article company.
Yes,
So the money does remain.
that money remains. So the money for the printing and everything will remain locally, and the delivery is where we have the weakness, and we make the delivery local. We could ask both. We could ask all of the organisations that are voluntary, you know, the young people's voluntary organisations, whether they would like to take this on, and they may well decide that they'll split it between 2 of them or 3 of them. But the point is, they must all be delivered. Richard?
I'd happily support us pursuing that. I think we would have to make an allowance for the rural properties that are within our boundaries, but outside the town.
What they did offer me was, what WPG did offer me was that yes, they'll print 1,500 copies, but then we could also send the ones in the we could send them.
Take Castlewood, for example, because it's the one obviously I represent it, and if I do a newsletter, I find that there are about 50 houses within Castlewood that are a bell out and out around there, and I put them in an envelope and post them. There's probably slightly more rural properties in the other 2 wards. So if you took those rural properties out, you would be posting probably about 150, 200.
Yeah, you need to remember that the Llanffiddle ward goes all the way pretty much to the golf course, doesn't it? Stops to, you know, Castle Ward goes all the way to
It goes
just before the horseshoes.
towards Guildford.
And then of course we've got
And Dundalk Ward goes all the way to
pretty much,
but somebody could drive out and deliver Portkey Village.
I mean, it just seems to me that it would be worth investigating. I mean, particularly the Scouts have for years done Christmas post.
Yeah.
And they've done that knowing that the young people were also in school in the run-up to Christmas. Now, if our newsletter was coming out generally in July, June, July, the newsletter's going then, they've got the summer holiday to deliver it. And you've got an end date, they must be delivered between that date and that date.
It should be April and October.
Right, yeah,
Whereas I think we're so late now that probably this year's April will merge into this year's October.
yes, yeah,
But have you got the contacts with the groups? That's all
I can get them, yes, if that's something that we would all support.
What assurances would we have that
They would deliver them.
to actually
Well-
deliver them? Because I mean, I have known, and over the years, when groups have been asked to do that, I've physically seen young boys going to a bin and putting them in the bin.
Well, I think the
This
point
is going back a
yes,
while.
I think the point
Okay.
is that there are ways of doing it, and it could be that they're provided with sheets. And they, their leader says, right, you're delivering these here, and you sign to say you've delivered them. Now, it's only a small thing, but the point is let's face it, these people are people that have chosen to join Scouts or the CCF or whatever. We're not exactly, there may be other groups that would happily do it, but these are not, just people that are, will you go and stick these through?
And then the other alternative that was discussed was that councillors could deliver them as part of being around in their ward and seeing people.
I think it's too much. I think it's all right to deliver the ones by your house and within a few roads, but I think, as Richard said, to deliver the whole of Castle Ward between the few
I
of
do
you there.
deliver the whole.
I know.
Yes, you do,
How does it-
but
how
you
does it
don't
take-
need to do it another twice.
No, I wouldn't.
No.
No, we
probably
coincided
would
with
be
Richard's own news that,
Yes.
I'd like to say it's hard work.
Yes.
It is hard work.
Does Gungrel board as
Yes.
well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I just ask, looking at the future?
Yeah.
Because certainly as the housing association, we deliver post out letters, newsletters, and then obviously very costly. So we invited people to go digital.
Yeah.
So in the newsletter,
Yes.
it was, would you like this in digital format? Tick a box and we
Yeah,
retain
reduce the
their
list.
email. So if so, give us your email address. And those people then got them by email. Now,
It's fine, do that.
that only helps if it's a digital post, direct mail post out, because you can then provide them with a database of.
Yeah, it would be about £1,500 to post a letter to all properties saying that our newsletter is available online and you can get it.
Yeah. If we actually put it in this newsletter,
Yeah, we did.
so it's the people who read the newsletter.
I don't think it would save you much on delivery, because if somebody says, oh, I don't want it because I'm getting it online, the deliverer's still got to walk past their house.
Yes.
It helps a bit, but not much.
But if we were then doing direct delivery of some, it would be less, wouldn't it?
It would if we were posting the others,
We
because
when you-
Yes, it would say
when you
on
pay for it, when you
postage,
pay for that
yes,
bit,
yeah.
then how far they have to walk to post it.
yeah.
Maybe something we can think about.
Mm.
But it does mean keeping a database ourselves and providing whoever we give the written ones to, supplied off that database. So we need a database of all the people that we should get it first of all. And then take off the ones, have a separate database, email them. Because we should be moving to digital gradually.
Yeah, we just need people to sign up for it,
I wonder
which
whether
means that
it's-
you might need to spend to save in the future.
Yeah,
save.
I wonder whether it's
Invest.
something that other town councils could advise us on what they do.
Probably isn't, we're not, Shrewsbury just sent, they did a consultation last year. They sent a door to door to all 35,000 properties in Shrewsbury,
Mm.
but they use door to door.
Mm.
And I don't know how much it cost them, but it would be, same as, it's the cheaper version, isn't it?
Mm.
And of course, there'll be some people saying they didn't get it, but when you send 35,000 copies, I think the vast majority do get it. We could send door to door with all of our postcode sectors. It just means that some people outside our community get the Welshpool newsletter, but not necessarily that's a bad thing, because those people are actually coming to Welshpool anyway. So you could choose that instead,
And
which would be
actually,
a cheaper. So it would just be the printing cost plus the door to door cost.
well, would the door to door guarantee that everybody got it? Because that's the point, is that what we paid for this time, we didn't get it.
Yeah, I don't think Royal Mail do guarantee
No.
every property gets it, but they do guarantee something, otherwise we wouldn't use it.
I mean, you know, I'm not sure. I think when we looked around when we did a trawl round here, most of us had not had it. I'm sorry to.
So,
That's
but
all right.
I
We'll-
can't
we'll
accept that
pursue
with
lots
the
of different-
explanation about why some people got it in mind.
No, neither can I.
I imagine you get quite a lot of house stands.
Yeah.
So you would have got.
Well, either we do or our neighbour does. I mean, we've got, you know, there's a house past ours, so it's not. They're not going out of the work.
I think it's quite difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going with this then.
You want me to go away and get some different?
Suggestions.
Yeah, happy to do it.
Yeah, but you would like from us suggestions of community groups that would possibly be interested in delivering.
I can pursue.
And let's see whether or not getting community groups together would be feasible.
Yeah, because they might say we can't do it,
Yes, exactly.
and then we don't have them.
Yeah. I suppose we could get these running groups.
Yeah.
They'd be
Send them on
delivered
the
really
site.
quickly.
Tour de France posting. How they would do it.
And then sport.
Well, Coco's running group,
Yeah.
yeah. We'll have it delivered in no time.
Okay, I'll go away and research some.
Sorry about that.
No, I want it to be right. There's nothing more frustrating than us doing another newsletter and it only going to
No.
40% of the people we actually.
Yeah. I do. However, I do agree that there is a real advantage to it going to all of the 7, 8, and 9 postcodes,
That's fine.
because they do think of Welshpool as being their
course they do.
town, and that they use that
Yeah.
information.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's
Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Good to know. That's where the numbers come in.
yeah.
So unfortunately, there's more people in the 8s and 9s than in the 7s, and more addresses
Yes.
anyway. It's where it gets expensive.
Okay, we all agreed with that. We'll
Yeah.
go away and see what alternatives are on. Richard will. So Alison, you're going to send them the details and then Richard will investigate.
And I'll ask what other town councils we.
Items for future agenda and dated next meeting. Next meeting is
Definitely not the 15th.
not been on the 15th of July.
No, the next meeting will be on the 15th of July.
Definitely one.
Oh, when can we start it? In half an hour?
It will be on the,
23rd of September.
I'll be back up on.
I won't be.
Okay.
Well, I will be, but I'm flying back that morning. No, as in that evening, so I won't be here, but it's okay.
And it might, I don't know, but it might be good if Sonia could come.
Yeah, of course. That's good.
It'd be good for her to come every now and again,
Sorry,
if you.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Maura said it'd be good if Sonia came. So
Yes,
I'll
yes,
ask her.
yes.
Finance officer. Future agenda items,
Alison's bank thing.
I was, sorry,
Alison's bank. Bank suggestion. Banking.
banking, yeah. Some of you may remember that a while ago, you remember the One Voice Wales Finance and Governance Toolkit, which audit committee were looking at.
Yes,
But audit committee requested, the finance committee or finance and governance
Yeah.
looked at the policies.
yes,
There's a list of policies in there,
yeah, so we need that.
and we asked him to go away to do an audit on which policies there were that we had,
Mm.
which ones were missing.
Mm.
But with all the changes in town clerk and everything, I
got
know
lost,
Kim
yes.
did some of the work, so,
Yes.
but it never actually came back.
Along with that, I think we need a policy cycle. Because we shouldn't be reviewing every policy every year.
No.
So,
No, we don't.
We changed that.
They're
That's what I
they're
mean. So we
they
need-
do 3 years.
Yeah.
we need a spreadsheet with a cycle to,
Which is
yes,
what I envisaged from. what
Yes,
we
we would
discussed.
end up
So
with,
these are
yes.
policies we already have, and these are the
Yeah.
policy review dates. These are ones that recommended
yeah,
that we haven't got. And then it's for us to decide whether we think we need them,
Yes.
because it's not absolutely necessary, we will. And that, the toolkit is actually very good, because it's a tool. And it can give you, at the end of the day, a good policy schedule, and new things that we might have to work on.
yeah,
The difficulty with the policy cycle at the moment is that I think because you didn't have that many, you adopted loads at one
We
time
did.
for 3 years, so they'll always come at the same time, but we can feather those
We
out.
can
Yes.
phase them.
We've also had 34 model policies sent to me from our HR provider. I haven't had a chance to even look at any of them yet, okay, Tuesday. But again, there's going to be ones there that are written for our sector that we can.
So most of the policies we have were based on.
Yeah.
One Voice Wales.
But there's a few, I'm thinking of the council's disciplinary one, it's based on the ACAS model, and of course doesn't work for our
Yeah,
sector,
no.
ACAS model, it needs to have a appeals committee and all that type
Yeah.
of thing, but so there'll be some changes to those policies that we'll
Mm.
expect. There's also changes to make based on the passing of the Employment Rights Act.
But if we do that exercise, that will give us a
That's fine.
good
Yes, it
base
would.
and a good start as well.
Yeah.
And I mentioned it to somebody, I can't remember what it
Me,
was where we did it before, so you'd have the schedule and then you'd actually link the policy to it. So it was an evidence base as well
Yes.
as knowing where everything is.
Mm.
If we can start looking at that.
of course.
Okay, I'll move into confidential session. Would someone want to propose that? Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Alison. All those in favour?
Hands up.
Thank you. Thank you, Dave.